How is good today? Lord, it's Dwayne.
My name's Jasmine.
We're Dwayne and Jasmine. We have Young Don the Sauce God. They called the cops on me at the mall animated story. Uh-oh. What?
I bet he did.
If you guys have any reaction requests, please follow us on all social media and the ladies below. And don't forget to
subscribe.
Let's dive on it.
Probably thought like he did something bad.
Walk into the store of King Kong. Granted, he was a mall cop, so take that how you will. But I tell you
Doesn't
what,
have any actual like authority.
Boy, that shit was real as fuck.
Oh, he had a gun?
Oh, yeah. So what mall cop has a gun?
I don't know what they doing. These, I don't know.
That's some different type of security. Over here, we don't have that.
Yeah.
I swear to God, man, no matter how hard you try, I think that children always eventually turn.
I like the new background.
To some degree.
I know, that's
all the
cool.
things that my parents did and said when I was a kid that I hated. I find myself doing and saying the exact same thing.
It changes colors. Okay, I'm sorry.
Perfect.
You looking all in the background, not
My
even
mom is the
what
kind of
he's
lady that
saying.
does not put up with bad customer service. Now, partly that's because my mom's just a strong ass black woman that doesn't take shit from anybody, but also because she's worked in HR for almost her entire life.
Oh, I
That's
believe
exactly
that.
what good customer service looks like. So
Right.
whenever some employee catches an attitude or gives her bad customer service,
She'd be like, hey.
she doesn't hesitate to let him know. I used to hate that.
she from
as
the
a kid.
Caribbean?
I would often get embarrassed and think to myself, I would never draw attention like that to myself in a public setting. But recently,
But
I had
sometimes.
an incident at Shoe Locker where I found myself.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, what the what kind of off-brand store you going to? But I realized what he's saying.
So
Okay.
the other day I went to the mall to go shopping, and I don't shop too often. So when I do,
We don't either.
I spend a lot of money, and I know I shouldn't. Like, I really be spending money I don't need to, but I went from being
You gotta splurge on
really
yourself
broke to
sometimes.
really not broke really fast. So mistakes. Anyway, among the things I purchased, I got a pair of blue and white Jordan 1s and a pair of Air Force 1s from Shoe Locker.
Air Force Ones
Everybody
never go out
has
of style.
those. Yeah.
I wore out of the store. I went straight home, took off the forces, threw them in the closet, and went on with my day. The next
Okay.
morning, I woke up with a bit of buyer's regret. You see, I didn't really want the forces, but the salesman at Shoe Locker was gassing
made
me
you.
up, so I was
Yeah.
just like, fuck it. But by the morning, I had changed my mind. So I
You
go
want
to
to
Shoe
return
Locker,
it.
I show the guy the receipt, and then he takes the shoes and inspects them. And of
There's
course,
scuff right
the
here.
bottoms of the shoes were dirty.
Yeah.
As a result of me walking out of the store to my car the day before. He looks at me and says, hey bro, I can't give you your
Can't
money
do
back
it.
for these. They're not in resellable condition. So then I'm like, but these are brand new though. And he's like, yeah, but these
But
are
they
too
dirty.
bro. I mean, how would you feel if you came to buy some new white sneakers and we brought these out to
Yeah.
you? So then I was like, huh. True. So I'm like, okay,
Right.
okay, I see what you're saying. So what are my options? So then he says, well, I can give you store credit. And then I was like, And so
Okay.
then
I mean,
he
I'm gonna be
said,
back.
or you could take the shoes home, clean them, and then I'll take them back and give you your money. So then
What?
I was like, oh, for real?
Okay.
All right, let's
let's
do
scrub
that.
them
He then
things.
shows me what shoe cleaner to get and gives me instructions on how to clean the shoes. Cool. Now this means I have to spend another $20 on shoe cleaner, but I figure getting
Damn.
$70
Ooh.
back is better than
Crap
$0.
attack. I don't-
So I take the shoes
don't
out
use
to my
that no
car
more.
and give them a proper scrubbing, and by the time I was done, they were pretty wide if you ask me. So I go back to the shoe locker, but now the manager on duty was there as well. So he takes the shoes, shows them to her, and then she's like,
Nah.
no. And
Oh,
she
wow.
showed an attitude about her, but I was like, all right, your life probably sucks. So
Right, so
then
whatever.
I said, so am I not getting my money back? I mean,
No.
these are definitely cleaner than the floor model. And then she's like, yeah, but they have to be pearl white, like perfect. And then she
What?
points out to me all the tiny
What?
imperfections.
Oh, damn.
Oh my
So
gosh.
I was like, okay. And then the guy says we can still do an even exchange if you want. But I was like, nah. See, now I was
Oh my
too
God.
invested. I'd already sunk an additional $20
Right.
for like an hour of the day into making this return happen. I wanted
Oh my God.
God. So I drive 30 minutes home and spend like 20 minutes meticulously scrubbing these shoes. I got these shoes so white that when I
Oh, that's
Damn, that's
wow.
score went up. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I made
Wow.
Damn.
You had to turn that white balance up.
for the third time. And as I walk up to the counter, I can already see that the manager was not happy to see me again. So the guy takes the shoes, shows them to her, and then she rolls her eyes.
You gotta take
then
it.
with her back turned to me, she signals to the guy to return the shoes, but she did it by fanning her hand.
Oh.
Now, I might not have been trained by the CIA on how to read body language or
But that is not
but I've
good.
been around sassy women long enough to know that this motion basically says, like, just return the shoes. This is being annoying, right?
Right.
That's what that says.
That's what that means.
So now I'm
That's
like,
pretty much what it means.
Mad at me that I'm trying to return the shoes? Like, I just followed the instructions. If you want to be mad at someone, be
mad at yourself.
For telling me
right.
that just clean the shoes and return them. I'm definitely not the asshole in this situation. Anyway, they reluctantly do the return and give me my money. So now I'm a little fucked up.
Okay.
'Cause here's the thing. It's not like if you had just straight up told me that I couldn't do the return from the beginning, I would have given a shit about it. I would have just been like,
okay.
Alright, but he put the option on the table, so I didn't appreciate the fact that they were treating me like
did the
I was
option
an asshole
and then
who was trying to
they're
get
mad.
to bend over backwards to do the return. So the guy hands me the money, and then he just doesn't say anything. No, have a good day. No, peace out.
He probably got in trouble.
Door hit you on
Yeah,
the
he probably
way
did get in trouble.
Nothing. Just handed.
You're not supposed to tell people that.
Right.
So I walk out the store.
Just
and as
only
I
tell
walk into the
employees
car,
that.
I'm like, what just happened? How am I the douchebag in this situation? So then I was like, nah, they ain't gonna treat me like that.
Oh, so you walk back in?
Shoes back twice to clean them. Fuck out of here. So I walk in and I ask to speak to her. She comes over and I respectfully voice my dissatisfaction. She then basically tells me that I was wrong to interpret her tone and body language the way that I did.
You were
and that
wrong.
She has done nothing wrong. So now I'm like, bitch, what? And then he over here decides that he wants to play Black Panther or something, and so his manager can't handle the conversation and she needed saving. He might as well have said, Veronica, do not worry, I will handle the situation. So then he turns to me and he starts trying to make me feel like I'm being a dick for coming back and voicing my opinion on their service. He's cutting me off, raising his voice, just defensively, and the whole time, I'm being
just sitting there like,
because I worked in retail for 4 years and I know that if a customer starts yelling and making a scene, they have the right to kick the customer out of the store.
Correct.
I don't want that, but also because I just didn't care enough. Like, I wanted an apology, but it wasn't like I was genuinely upset. It was more about
just a respect thing.
And by principle, I mean,
I ain't taking disrespect, little nigga, straight up.
Hey.
So then the manager leaves and just goes to the back completely. Starts dialing up volume. He's cutting me off more and more, ultimately telling me that 1, I'm tripping, I got my money back, what else do I want? 2, I can just go shop at Finish Line instead of Shoe Locker if I have a problem.
Finish Line don't got a good
3,
selection.
if I have a customer service problem, then I should just
for
go
track runners, not for like
not gonna
casual.
Be an apology. So now I'm like, this nigga is a moron. Eventually, the manager finally comes back to the floor and starts to talk to me. Because by now, the guy's being so loud and is so upset to the point where you can visibly see him hyperventilating. Because nothing makes someone more upset than realizing the person you're shouting at doesn't give up. So she starts to ramble at first and explain herself, and I just stand there poker face because she knew what I wanted. Eventually, she apologizes for being rude and that it wasn't her intentions to come off that way. After which, I promptly accepted her apology and said thank you. That's all I could
and then walk out.
Why does that happen? Who lets you walk into the store?
Perfect time.
Perfect time.
He was a mall cop, so take that how you will. But I tell you what though, that gun in his hip, boy, that shit was real as fuck.
Or was it a taser gun?
And she's like, oh, I had to call the security. I didn't like the back and forth that was going on between you guys. I just wanted to make sure that someone was here to stop things in case they escalated further.
What?
You wanna know what the sad part is? I wasn't surprised. Genuinely, when she said that she felt as if she needed to call security, my initial response was, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Because I've been conditioned to be constantly aware of the fact that my size, race, and gender causes some people to find him intimidating.
It wasn't until after I already left the store and was walking back to my car that I was like, hold on, this chick just called the cops on me. And
she did.
Yelling. What?
He was just standing there.
Made her think that things were gonna escalate further. So much so to the point that she felt as if she needed someone with a gun to be on the scene. And then I remembered what I look like. I'm a large black man with earrings and tattoos who doesn't happen to speak like this all the time. Which automatically must mean that I'm unintelligent and thus incapable of maintaining a conversation with someone whom I happen to disagree with. Of course, it was only a matter of time before I punched Black Panther in the face and then proceeded to crip walk over his body, right? That's obviously what was going to happen next. That's what it means to be a young black man in America, right?
Unfortunately.
America.
See the cop and thank you for the apology. I shake her hand and I promptly leave the mall. Because best believe that I would be damned in hell before I let this pot-bellied mall make a hashtag out of me because Shoe Locker doesn't want to train their employees on good customer service. So that's the story. I'm not going to say where the store was or their names because I know how shitty.
Yeah, they're going to be like, take the video down.
Fired because they made a mistake. But best believe that this is the last time that I will ever shop at Shoe Locker.
Until a new shoe
all
release.
my business is finished line.
Until a shoe release.
Technically, it was the Shoe Locker employee's idea. Moral of the story to all of my young brothers and sisters out there: watch yourself. Because we live in a world where your very existence may be perceived as a threat to some of the people
just because you're standing there
reside among us. And it may not be fair, but it is our reality. And we have to learn to work with the way things are while we do our best
Has that happened to you?
try and change them.
I'll talk about it after the video.
It's a funny video, but like with a serious
message at the end.
Though.
Only time I was scared from the police is when it was like 10th or like 9th. It was the summer when I was going to 10th or 9th or 10th grade. And we was doing like, went to this little elementary school to practice outside. It was like, you know, one of the coaches was like, yo, you know, he be doing like workouts sometimes. And I was like, I'm trying to get in with coach because I'm gonna have to deal with him next year. Right. And so I'm trying to get better for next season. We go to we just there's like 3 other guys and the coach. So we just doing some drills, and then later on we running some 33. And I don't know what that means, but you gotta basically score to 33. Get your points to 33, and it's certain rules. But anyway. Okay. So and then basically, you know, have some fun in summertime, you know, play some basketball. But we done, we finished the workout, and as we're leaving out, a cop goes, right? And we coming out, then pulls back in and stops in front of us.
For what?
I don't know.
Just because they saw y'all leaving?
And yeah, we leaving in elementary school, and then they stop us, and they tell all of us to get out the car, and they check the whole car, and they said that we was trespassing. So therefore, they looked at the whole car, and we was there. We was there for 45 minutes, and I called my parents. I was young at this time. I think it was like 15 or 14, 14 or 15, maybe younger. And I was telling them that I'm with coach right now, because they like, because I called them when we was leaving and tell them like, because they always want to know where you at. Yeah, I'm about to probably be home in like 30 minutes or something like that, because coach, we just left. And then I had to call them and tell them like, yo, like the police, like there's a whole bunch of police here. There was at least 7 cop cars. 7.
Are you serious?
7 cop cars. 7 cop cars for 4 of us. Oh, wow. 7 cop cars, and then one of the guys started getting an argument with one of the police officers, and he pulled him over to the side, and then the coach was like, nah, he don't know what he's talking about. And then the coach, then one of the police officers was like, back up. I was sitting there like this. I was like, oh my God. Oh my gosh. Whoa, you don't know how scared I was. Because he was telling coach to back, he like told the coach, back up, like back up. And then he said he pulled the other dude aside, like where we couldn't see him. I was like, and then he brought him back, and then it was just like, you said something, you lucky that, you know, I ain't one of these other officers out here or something. Or yeah, bruh. And I was just like, I ain't find that. I was scared too that if they could have placed something in there, and then my whole life would have been like, you know, jacked, and I was gonna be like, yeah. But they didn't find nothing, and then they end up leaving. But that joint was the scariest situation I've ever seen, because he was just like I was like, yeah. He telling the kid, like, cause dude had like a temper, but and he was like, we ain't doing nothing wrong or whatever. You saying we trespassing, but we just playing basketball, get ready for our season, and you know it was just escalating. And I was just like, oh no. But that was the only time that something happened, altercation between the police. Other than that, it was just, I ain't never, you know.
I never really had an altercation with police, but like campus campus.
Oh yeah, we had. I remember me and Jasmine talked about this before.
Specific one, and I think y'all know from our story times that I got into it with her because she was disrespectful. Yeah. And I don't take disrespect very lightly because my parents, like how he said,
she was very disrespectful.
Is, like they taught me, do not take that. Like you can speak up in a respectful way. That you are not gonna disrespect me. And that's what I do at work when I was working in food and retail and all of that. Like when customers would get rude with me, I'll just sit there and smile and politely tell you, I'm not the one that you want to mess with. Because either way, I'm gonna either kick you out or you gonna have to deal with this.
Yep.
And I don't care how old you are. Yep. You could be an old lady. I don't care. You're not gonna disrespect me based on my age. That's basically how it was. Because I dealt with rude customers all the time. And I would always do it with a smile too because I'm petty. So I'm just like, you're not gonna do that. But like the only time like I've only had like an issue like with like I guess like the stereotypes, like sometimes like shopping, like I'll be like shopping in the mall with my mom and then like there was like this one store I was in and like one of the ladies, like she was like watching us the entire time, like since we set foot in that store. She was just like watching us and like I was over there looking at rings and she was just over there at the ring table just like watching me, and my mom was like, let's go, because she was just like, I'm not gonna shop from a store that thinks that we're criminals just because of how we look, basically. Exactly, yeah. So she was like, we ain't coming back here no more. Right. I'm like, Dad, I'm not gonna steal anything. I'm here for my mom. Like I'm not, like, you think I'm gonna steal with my mom here? Like come on now. Yeah, unfortunately. Like it's just like, wow. Just a few bad apples could ruin the batch. Yeah. But anyway, but I mean, hey. Yeah, this is America, so no. Anyway, guys, please comment below, tell us what you think. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share.